Hello there,
General Kenobi, you are a bold one.
and welcome back to the channel. Did it like this today, just in case you're wondering what Major Dad has been mouthing every time I went hello there at the beginning of the video. I've at least seen some comments about it, like, what is he mouthing? What is he saying? That's it. And as you usually say, like, you can't say hello there without someone going, General Kenobi, you're our bold one. So again, there we go. But hey, we're here. It is the season finale of Andor, episode 12, titled Rick's Road. So it's all coming full circle. We talked about it in the last one. Everybody is coming back to Ferrix. It seems like the action is most likely going to go down on Rick's Road, the place where Clem, Andor's surrogate father, I guess you could say, where he was hanged. We never really got to see like the end of that flashback all the way back with the clone troopers. I don't know if we necessarily do need to see it. We can kind of just surmise like what happened.
We got the story.
Yeah. But we got the gist of it. And I'm looking so much forward to this. Have been looking so much forward to this for, of course, a week. And just from the rumblings out there, some of the rumors, like this is going to be a really, really, really big episode. Of course, you guys watching this reaction, you've already seen it. There are already a bunch of reactions out there, but we are a little earlier than usual today, thankfully. You took some time off work so that we could watch this.
I want to watch this as soon as possible. So yeah, I took time off work.
So yeah, we can watch it as soon as possible, and I could get the reaction out earlier than usual as well.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to this, and I might not be the brightest star in the night sky, but I think something is going down on Ferrix, and the name Rick's Road, that could also indicate where it's going to happen. So
exactly.
So many things are converging now, so I'm really looking forward to see how they're going to tie it all up or prepare it for the second season. And all the rumors, that helps with my anticipation. So great. I'm ready whenever you are, more or less.
It does help, and like just speaking to some of the rumors, like we're gonna see a big cameo. Is there gonna be like an appearance from a character that we know, characters that we do know? We could speculate about that, but let's just more or less jump into it. One thing that I've noticed people saying in the comments and in other videos as well is regarding Marva, whether she's dead or not, because there's this whole thing with maybe it's a conspiracy, maybe she is behind some sort of rebel counterattack on Ferrix, and it's a ruse that she's dead, and that's why the daughters of Ferrix, they're involved. Could be, but
so many possibilities. So
many possibilities.
I've been guessing the whole week on what's going to happen. So, and I'm probably wrong on a lot of things, but hey, bring it on and let me see what in there, and start filming season 2, making that ready for us as soon as possible. So, because I think this Andor stuff, I saw someone wrote that it could also have just been the titled Spark of Rebellion more than just Andor, because there's so much stuff in there going on. So I really like that title. Someone wrote that somewhere on the internet, that it could have been called that, Spark of Rebellion.
Yeah, that would have been a fitting title as well. And we have been following Andor as the main character, but there are so much more going on in this series, so many other characters that we're following, and I've just been enjoying each and every episode. This has quickly become like some of my favorite Star Wars content in a long while. Can't wait to see how they wrap it up. Are you ready to jump into it?
Yeah, I just remember one more thing that someone wrote. That was about the scene where he just looks out over the sea when he heard about Mara dying. That was a call back, more or less, a call forward to Rogue One, the end scene, where they are going to be hit by a little bit of water.
Yes, on the beach on Scarif, definitely that was a callback or a call forward, as you said, most likely, yeah. And of course, as per usual, before we jump into the reaction, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like, comment, all that good stuff. If you want to support the channel, the best possible way to do that is on Patreon, where you can watch the full-length reaction to some other stuff over there as well. So please just, in general, if you really enjoy the content here, if you've enjoyed our reactions and you want to support us, Patreon. If you for some reason can't do that, then just subscribe, like, comment. It would help a lot with the ever elusive algorithm and all that.
And I enjoy all the comments, and thank you so much for all the comments. And yes, support on Patreon. I've been there the whole time. It's worth it. Okay, I'm a bit biased.
Thank you. Okay, now let's jump into it. Are you ready?
I've been ready for a week.
Perfect. Here we go. What are you working on?
Yeah, fixing what?
And that'd be
Yeah.
Death Troopers.
Of course.
Of course.
They seem appropriate.
Yeah.
Not exactly tiny.
No. Usually very tall and intimidating as fuck.
Welcome. I'm just in time for dinner.
I'll eat later. I want to get changed, take a walk around the town.
I'll pull an escort.
No need.
No
Paul
need?
will take me.
He feels in control.
Is she gonna regret that? Oh. And yeah, they definitely hung his father. On Rick's Road, most likely, as well.
We called the shop. Ow! Picked up the old box line and there he was. Where? I don't know. Where is he? He wouldn't say.
Rebellion brewing, and these guys are in an orange color work suit.
Yeah. It's got the rebellion colors.
Yeah. She's out there getting the feel of the situation.
And there's Cinta.
Right on her tail.
Bingo. The way he's working there,
I'm pretty sure it's not a toy.
He's making some sort of explosive, right?
Most likely.
Got a feel for Cassian. I'd be losing my mind. Guarantee you, he's got no idea what's going on. Bank on that.
Oh, he's digging.
Be so sure.
You know something I don't?
Don't.
Do me a favor. Keep it that way.
Or maybe, okay, good. Maybe he's not digging. I'm just being paranoid.
Yeah, on the other hand, that's a way to get people to spill it anyway.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he seems sus. Feck.
You're gambling again.
Nonsense.
And here.
Nonsense.
in Cornfront.
That's ridiculous.
It's a lie. It's total fantasy. Who's telling you this?
Please.
Oh, he's listening in.
Yeah, and he knew he would. He's coming up with an explanation for the lack of money, which could go to the ISB.
Giving up her fucking husband.
Yeah.
Someone's lying to you.
On that we can agree.
Oh, she's playing that one well. Feed the spy with some info.
Can't be easy though.
I was on my way to pick you up. This guy I've been watching, he's ISB. He's a guy in town. His boss showed up tonight. Good to see you too.
All business, as per usual.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He's there?
As per expected.
Yeah. Oh man, you have no idea what you're about to walk into.
Here's the thing, Cassian. The man that sees everything is more blessed than cursed. You know why I don't make this anymore? Because I'd rather sell you a brand new system at 10 times the price. I mean, how many we got? 60, 70 of them? People don't look down the way they should. They don't look down, they don't look past the rust. Not us, though, eh? Eyes open, possibilities everywhere.
Oh, that was a nice little scene.
That's a little topping off the connection to Clem.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Who's there?
Nice doggy.
Chaz? Heckler?
Oh, it's that guy. Heckler. Apparently, it's actual dogs inside of those costumes.
Cool.
I've at least seen set photos of it.
Where's Biggs?
Where is she?
Cass.
Not in a good place.
There will be times when the struggle seems impossible, alone, unsure, dwarfed by the scale of the enemy. Remember this.
Oh, yes, the manifesto.
There are whole armies, battalions that have no idea that they've already enlisted in the cause. Tyranny requires constant effort. It breaks. It leaks. Authority is brittle. The day will come when all these skirmishes and battles, moments of defiance, will have flooded the banks of the Empire's authority, and then there will be one too many. One single thing will break the siege. Remember this. Try.
Well written.
Very well written. I was just about to say that.
We gave them a max of 30 people. Daughters pushed back, so we've upped it to 40.
We'll have snipers in a containment unit there.
Containment, yes. Snipers, no. I want him taken alive. I want that message passed along the line. Clearly.
Where would I get the money? That's what scares me the most.
That's right. Word for word.
Uh-huh.
Was she more angry about
Okay.
lying or the
Cloris is reporting back to Blevin.
You can close out your Anto Krieger files.
How many intact?
They're still counting the bodies.
Oh shit, it happened.
It's over.
They walked right into it. It was over before they started.
We get nothing from a dead body. Someone needs to be in the room saying that.
You're missing the point.
Today was about wiping the taste of Aldani from the Emperor's mouth. You want to start a conversation? Find access.
That apparently had just been a slaughter of.
Yeah, but we sort of knew that was coming. They kept telling us. I was just curious if Saul was going to intervene or not, but apparently not.
Nope.
And she is closer to finding access than she might think. Luthen better make it out of this first season alive.
Yeah. If nothing else, then for the cool gear.
Yeah, even that fucking jacket, the way he put on the hood.
Yeah.
He's so freaking cool. Oh.
That's not him.
Oh.
The big man. We've been played.
This is exciting.
It is.
And there's Brasser. Aw.
I couldn't get back. You shouldn't be here now, Cass.
He's right about that.
The last time I saw her, we argued. Don't. I told her I was coming back.
Stop.
I never should have left that morning.
Stop.
Yeah.
She told me you'd say all this. It was already burning. He's just the first spark of the fire.
The spark.
Tell him he knows everything he needs to know and feels everything he needs to feel. And when the day comes that those two pull together, he will be an unstoppable force for good. I love him more than anything he could ever do wrong.
Nice. That's Marva giving him one more push towards being part of the rebellion.
I'll take care of Marva. You take care of yourself.
It's too late for that.
Okay, so it seems like the theories about Marva still being alive. Nah.
Probably
Otherwise,
not, no.
he would have told Cassian right there. Oh, and Mosk is back on Ferrix with Cyril. Interesting. What is he going to do? He's a random factor in all
He
of
is,
this.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is.
So many things at play at the same time.
Yeah. Spies, traitors, fucking everywhere.
And the odd stormtrooper.
Oh.
Coming down the road, yeah.
There's an ISB supervisor in town.
A woman?
You know her.
Not yet. This is good. Don't want him alive. Gonna find him and we'll kill him. Where will they take him?
The hotel.
That's our target. Macinta.
She's watching the mother's house.
Forget that. Get up to the hotel. I'll have a look around.
That's earlier than... Huh. Oh, shit. I'm getting chills.
marching band in Rebel colors. Cool.
This is definitely more than 40 people, right?
Yeah, it seems like it. And that's another spark of rebellion. You can only be 40 people, and they all turn up.
Oh, he spotted him. Everybody's here. What's gonna happen?
This is really building up. Yeah, a tad more than 40.
Across the street.
I need 2 men.
He's seen him. No, but he's sure he's there.
We're wasting
I've got a
time.
recon unit on the terrace up there.
No.
And there it is.
In B.
Yeah.
So,
It's
here. It's her.
It's her.
Yeah.
Can't even
With a
contain
pretty
himself.
cool escort. Yeah.
So many more than 40. Entire fucking town. Oh shit.
What are we doing? We're wasting time.
He wants to attack. He just wants to slaughter all of them.
Yeah.
Fucking psycho.
Cassian.
Where's Vix?
I'm sorry about your mother.
Oh.
Feel as if I can see you. Where you stand now, I've been more times than I can remember. I always wanted to be lifted. I was always eager, always waiting to be inspired. I remember every time it happened, every time. The dead lifted me with their truth.
And that's what she's doing now to everyone.
Yeah.
It's because I want you to go on. In my waning hours, that's what comforts me most. But I fear for you. I've been turning away from a truth I wanted not to face. There is a wound that won't heal. At the center of the galaxy, there is a darkness reaching like rust. It's here, and it's not visiting anymore. The Empire is a disease that thrives in darkness.
This rings true.
Yeah, I'm not sure they really enjoy that speech.
Yeah, but just Luthen's reaction as well.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's too late, but I'll tell you this. If I could do it again, I'd wake up early and be fighting these bastards from the start. Fight the Empire!
You fuck!
Well, that was a confrontation just waiting to happen.
Fucking beat him with Marva's brick. Oh shit. Oh. That is crawling.
Come on.
Don't get angry.
Fuck.
Yeah, she's broken.
Oh. Good throw.
And fireworks on.
No shit. Fire at will. You fucking. Oh. Just headbutted a fucking stormtrooper. Oh.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
Yeah, no, this is fucking horrible. Oh shit. Center, just take him out. No mercy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we know she is ruthless as fuck.
Yeah, she can take care of herself.
Uh-huh. Good one. Oh, and he's dead. Okay, someone needs to take out that cannon. Ooh!
She gonna get rescued by Jill?
I think so, yeah. Oh! Nice. Oh shit, oh shit! Nope, but there's Cyril, yeah. Yeah, he got her,
You!
You!
How?
You were in trouble.
I should say thank you.
You don't have to.
That really doesn't come easy to her to use the word. Thank you.
Yeah. Luthen, what is going through your head right now? He is just looking at it from a distance.
You go now or I'll forget it.
It's Cassian and Bix.
Yeah.
Cassian.
Yeah.
Can they make it to Ganjimun? If they ever make it out of here.
You're not coming?
Yeah, wait, you're not coming?
I never got to see you. Take care of Bix until I get there.
I'm counting on you.
You always say that. And you always come through.
Cassian will find us.
I will.
Let them get out of there, all of them, please, please. Yeah. No, they're good. They made it.
Seemed like it.
Wow, those clothes are impressive. Oh, man.
It's tradition.
Oh, he's just leaving.
Yeah. Seems like Mara's speech more or less made him change his mind or something.
Yeah. It did something. Is Cassian here? Yep.
You came here to kill me, didn't you?
Boom.
You don't make it easy. What game is this? No game. Kill me. Or take me in.
Kill me or recruit me?
Yeah.
We know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
That was nice. Once again, too short.
Yeah, even though like that was 50 minutes right there, but went by quick.
It did.
So intense all the way through. And like even though you knew something was going to happen and you more or less knew what was going to happen, it still managed to pull you in.
Yeah, you had a clear idea of what was going to happen, how they were going to do it, and where there would be the confrontation and all that. But it was served up nicely. I mean,
yep.
With the speeches and the music, the slow pace of people just walking at the funeral. A little bit more than 40 people came for that one. And the whole thing with the ISB trying to set it up so they would stay hidden more or less in order to cash in, and then because the amount of people, they would have had to reveal themselves way too early and line up, and At some point, yeah. One explosion set off, well...
all of it.
All of it, yeah.
Yeah. And that's what they've
Fire
done so well.
will, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they've done so well through this entire series, is building and using that tension, every aspect of it. So well done. And of course, we are just, watching the credits right now, waiting for the supposed post-credit scene.
Yep. It said so that it'll be one, so we're waiting for that one.
Just waiting and waiting and waiting. No
but
idea
even
what
without
it's
it, I would say it was a great episode. I mean, it really gave me a lot, and now he's kind of recruited, more or less. He's in the rebellion. It seems like it. So
it seems like it, yeah.
Yeah.
So plenty of stuff to talk about in the discussion after the post-credit scene. And Cyril did rescue Dedra, as
he did.
Yeah.
So things came together as expected, but at the same time, it's, as I said, it's served so well. So it's even though it's a meal that you more or less know about, when they serve it up nicely, it just tastes good.
Yeah. Like when you get a really good burger. You know what a burger is supposed to taste like, but it can still surprise you. It can still be better than expected almost.
Yeah.
Even though you know what it is.
And again, the music, the acting, and all that.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
The writing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. One last great performance, one last great speech from Marva, Fiona Shaw.
Yeah.
That I didn't see coming.
No.
That was beautiful. And how it tied all of it together.
Yeah. And we also got the manifesto or pieces of the manifesto.
Yes. Beautiful.
Well written.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, those are the things we saw being built. What, they're gonna zoom out and show us what I think.
Yeah,
they're gonna.
That is so.
Oh,
awesome.
That imagery. That is so cool.
Nice. There was a lot of speculation on what on earth they were building and all that. And some came up with it should be something for the Death Star and so on. And now it's confirmed.
It's confirmed. It was for the disc, even.
It was,
like the deadliest part of the Death Star. Wow, I can't believe they had prisoners working on something that important, but still, that's what they do, the Empire.
And then it's just a little piece. They don't know what's it for, but
no.
The grand scale of it, it's a badass thing. Yeah,
and of course that ties beautifully into Rogue One and the original trilogy.
It does.
Getting to the Death Star, and that was, that's. I'm curious to see in season 2 if we're gonna get more of that behind the scenes, because we know that the Rebel Alliance, they have knowledge about this weapon being built.
Yeah.
Or that the Empire is building something, then they need to get the plans and yada yada. So I think that's something that's going to go on in the background, or at least that's going to be a plot line that we're going to see more of in the second season. And then maybe we'll even get some Orson Krennic or some Galen Erso. Of course, those big actors to pull in. But I saw an interview with Tony Gilroy where he talked about season 2 and said like how difficult it is to get that, like to get all the parts into place with that season, especially because they're going to have a lot of, as he called it, legacy characters. So characters we're already familiar with that we've seen before, and in actors that we are familiar with. So getting all those schedules and stuff to like align. We might get to see a Ben Mendelsohn, Mads Mikkelsen. Do we get Ian McDiarmid back as the Emperor if we're gonna go really big? I don't know, but that's season 2. That's in the horizon, and we're gonna look forward to it. But
for me, they could come up with it right now. Just let's continue next Wednesday. But
next Wednesday, let's go. Yeah, season 2, episode 1. Now, this was one hell of a first season, and the finale really did not disappoint.
No.
I love how it all came together, the themes throughout this season. It was really pushed to the foreground in this last one, and the fact that it happened on Ferrix, that was,
it seems right.
It seemed right that we started out on Ferrix and we ended there with all the people, although I'm so afraid of what's going to happen to the rest of them. Like, yeah, of course, can't just stay in the shadows or can't just, stay with like the way things were and just accept this tyranny that just is rolling over everything. They have to fight, but there's definitely a cost to that, and we saw so many people die. The Empire is not gonna take to this like lightly, if that's how you say it, but they're gonna retaliate. And I think everyone on Ferrix, and they probably know it, but they all need to get the hell out of there.
But as Marva said, we've been sleeping. We've been accepting that we'll play our part, and if they leave us alone and leave every now and then it's okay. We can just continue to play our part until suddenly they will just stop visiting. They'll be there. They'll show presence at the whole time, which was actually what happened. They had a local police force, and when they didn't perform well enough in the beginning of Andor, well, Ferrix was taken over by the Empire. They had forces there now, or they have forces there now, and they are just gonna make them perform the way they should at Ferrix. By intimidation or whatever you want to call it. So
the way the Empire operates, and that's something a through line through this season as well in this series is like how you handle this oppression, this tyranny, be it on a place like Ferrix where you're living, it's your planet, they're coming in, or if you're in a prison on Nakina 5. Do you just go along with it, or do you do as Andor so beautifully said, and then Kino sort of repeated that in his speech with I can't remember like verbatim, but I'd rather die fighting than die giving them what they want, or something like that. And that's the conclusion that the people of Ferrix they came to as well, and definitely the conclusion that Marva came to, and also that inspired the rest of them. It had an effect on Luthen. I really like to see that, because we've seen him use the tools of his enemies to defeat them, as he also said. Throughout this season, and maybe now going forward he's going to see that we can't do
it seemed like Marva's speech really moved him towards, we have to wake up and we have to pull together to do this, to fight the Empire. And that was a very rebellious speech, so it was clearly that at some point the Empire would go in and shut that down, because she was saying straight out, fight the Empire.
She said that straight out in the end, and then they went in, and this fucking guy who just I can't remember his name, but the Imperial officer, he was also the one who wanted to hang what was his name, Salman Park. Salman Park wanted to hang him in the square. Like, I'd like to hang him, like, and now like I'd like to just open fire. I'd like to take all of them out, and he got to say that in the end. But I'm glad that Salman Park's son, can't remember his name, however, that he survived, even though he threw that bomb and then everything just went off.
He ignited the whole fire at will thing, more or less, and that of course is bad. But what was really bad was B was flipped over. I didn't like that.
Don't fucking touch B2. Don't you do that. And Brassa made it out alive as well. I was really afraid that we were going to lose him, because he was just a stand-up guy through all of this. Like, he was a bro, like to Cassian, and really helped out with Marva. That was beautiful. Biggs made it out as well.
She seemed kind of
broken.
To
see that. Yeah, she needs to get back on her feet. But I think, you know, what we got in the end with her being hopeful that Cassian is going to come back, that is, you know, an indication that she can come back from this.
Yeah.
Even though it sort of broke her. And I'm sure like a treatment like that, torture like that, it would break anyone.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And Vel and Cinta, you know, shut down their operation there, made it out. Cinta got a brutal kill in towards the end, got a little bit blood on her. And that's, again, something that, you know, just going back through the season, I remember us talking about, and people have been talking about whether or not she killed that Imperial family on Aldhani.
Yeah.
And I think she did. Because otherwise, or just, you know, her character tells me that that's very likely, and then the fact that if anyone had survived who knew what she looked like,
then she would be easier to pick up by the Empire.
Yeah, then they might have they might have spotted her earlier on Ferrix, especially with the ISB being there. So I think, unfortunately, she killed that family, even like the mother and the son, which is horrible to think about, but they didn't show us. They left it ambiguous on purpose, so it can still be it did happen or it didn't happen. But in my mind, it probably did. It probably did.
Yeah. Again, also with the ISB, not that big a role in this episode, but at the same time, you saw that, well, they just took out all of Krieger's people and Krieger himself. Just killed them. And when Detro was told them, well, we should have taken someone alive because we can get more info out of someone alive. And the answer was nope. We had to take them all out to clean the Emperor's palate or something like that. So
that is just what the Emperor, the top
he needed.
dog,
he needed that one.
That's what he wanted. They it's an affront to him and his empire. So just wipe them out. All of them, and that's how he operates, and he can be very arrogant like that. We know it, but Dedra, she could see that, like, we're not gonna get any information out of a dead man, and that's why she wanted Cassian alive, and she was so against this idea of like, no, don't open fire, don't put snipers everywhere. Even though, like, in hindsight, that maybe would have helped them against the whole resurgence, but I'm glad they didn't, because of course we're not on the Empire side here. We want them to fuck up, and thankfully they did in some cases. I was sad to see that this other guy who also talked to Andor early on, I think the way back in the first episode with "You Owe Me Money" and stuff like that, like he betrayed them.
Yeah.
But that's something that's also very realistic. There's always going to be traitors in your midst. Like, even if we look at history and we, you know, just look at Denmark and when the Nazis came here and took over, much like the Empire took over on Ferrix, there were, you know, traitors in our midst as well. People who just went along and helped out the Nazis instead of helping out the
history
the
is so difficult to look at because it's the winners who will write the history. So at the time, traitor or helping the right side, you don't know. So
if the Nazis had won, then sure, but at least from where we're standing now, we can look back and we can say that, because that is what happened. And we know Nazis bad, so like there's no discussion.
Seemed like it,
no discussion there at all. So but I
mean,
just like the realistic aspects of it, when we look at that, and how they've handled this series as well, with the portrayals of the characters and
the way they show that it's just normal people turning to one side or the other side. I like the whole idea of get used to it. That's really what it is in real life as well. Someone might be rooting for the wrong horse somewhere along the way.
Like Cyril, like a character that we've been following throughout this entire season, and we can sort of, we understand him, we get where he's coming from. Clearly,
we saw his mom, so we know where he came from.
Holy shit, but and clearly, you know, he's leaning towards the wrong side of things here, but he still feels real. He doesn't feel two-dimensional, and that's again what they've done a lot with this series, is like that Star Wars can be riding a lot on the surface most of the time, but here they really went deep into it, and made it all feel more real, more tactile. And I guess like that's probably why some people, they don't like the series as much, because to them then that doesn't feel like Star Wars when it gets too real, when it gets too similar to our world. But I think there's always been that aspect of it, and when you go back and look at what inspired George Lucas to write Star Wars in the first place, then like it is inspired, it is a comment on our world, events in our world.
He wants to tell the good story on how you should behave and all that. The whole idea behind the Jedi is sort of like he's pulling from different kind of religions and taking the parts where you go, well, you should behave, you should be nice to people.
Yeah, exactly.
It is nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. So that whole idea behind that I like that, and I think it's very well on display in Andor as well, but with a lot more depth than some of the pew shoot up Star Wars movies. But at the same time, I like the subtle placement of Star Wars toys and trinkets along the way. The whole scene with Rick's Road and just some stormtroopers riding down the road or walking down the road, casual as a patrol or whatever. It just puts a smile on my face to have that Star Wars world where we can discuss stuff without having to relate to the real world. We can discuss whatever we want at the Star Wars world. At the same time, it links into the good side of ourselves, what is right and what is wrong. So I'm really enjoying this show very much, and looking forward to season 2. And when's the time it's supposed to be coming out? You know that?
I don't think we have any sort of release dates yet. I know that they are working on it right now. They're most likely filming it, or maybe they're moving towards post-production. One can only hope.
In case you're watching Disney, speed it up.
Speed it up. But we are getting some more Star Wars next year. Already at the beginning of next year, in February, we February. Yeah.
Month number 2.
Yeah. We're getting The Mandalorian season 3. Can't wait for that either. And then The Bad Batch season 2, I think immediately after that, or at the same time or something. And Ahsoka, also getting Ahsoka. So looking very much forward to that. And that's, of course, moving into another point in time in Star Wars, post Return of the Jedi, and now we are, pre A New Hope.
Yeah.
But it all lines up. It all creates one beautiful tapestry that we can all enjoy.
I enjoy watching all the Star Wars stuff because I know the world. I know the Star Wars world. I even have the map of the Star Wars
galaxy,
planets and galaxy and all that, and I enjoy that whole place where it's okay we have Jedis. It's okay that we have this kind of technology that we don't have in this world, and you can tell a good story with that background. So it's, again, very well written, great dialogue, great monologues, the score, perfect. The actors, they're on point. Even
all of them.
Small stand-in on the background seems to be on point. So well done. I don't know if there's any bloopers. Have you seen any bloopers yet, or any wrong things? Yeah.
Oh, like in the series, you mean?
Yeah.
Maybe
what do you call it?
I can't remember. But when someone leaves a fucking coffee cup in the background or something, like mistakes. But I haven't heard about any of that. Possibly, like there's always something, like you can't catch everything, but for the most part, everything was just pretty perfect. And you of course mentioned the acting, like from the side characters to the leads did such a wonderful job. Diego Luna, of course, leading the charge as Cassian Andor. So much more to his character in this series compared to the movie, and he had a lot more to do, obviously. And then Stellan Skarsgård as Luthen, a new character that I think most people watching this series, like, they've really fallen in love with, and he is one of the coolest characters in Star Wars in a long, long while. Then we have Genevieve O'Reilly playing Mon Mothma. She got that role all the way back in episode 3, and we were supposed to see her in that movie a lot more, and them talking about, you know, maybe like, okay, what the Emperor is doing. Not, well, he wasn't the Emperor at that time. That was not until the end of the movie. But what the Chancellor is doing, what the Republic is doing, we're going down the wrong path here. We were supposed to see that, but like they ended up on the cutting room floor. They didn't include them in the movie, so now we can see them as deleted scenes. But she was in that, and then she was in Rogue One, and now we got more of her here. She's doing a magnificent job as well.
She is.
Yeah,
that whole scene in the car where she sort of comes up with the story of why there's a mix up in her economy or whatever. Sort of feeds the spy with the wrong intel. Burns her husband a little bit, but well, he's been asking for it more or less, so it's okay.
Fuck you, Perrin. And that's a storyline that's gonna continue on into season 2. We didn't get to wrap that up. It just ended with, okay, they're fucking gonna go through with this arranged marriage, and then we'll see. When she's eventually going to, you know, leave Coruscant and the Senate and become the leader of the Rebel Alliance. That's going to happen in season 2, and we saw some of it in Rebels already. But yeah, curious to continue that.
It makes sense with her marrying her daughter off, because her daughter is very much into the tradition of Chandrila, and she's really into it as well. So she will probably be okay with it, but it pushes Mon Mothma's story a little bit down the line and say, well, this is not right, even though it's so.
When Mothma sees that, okay, these traditions are, you know, like, she probably wanted to get away from them, and that's one of the reasons why she maybe moved to Coruscant, even though she married at a very young age and is with someone that they didn't didn't marry for the right reasons. Again,
it makes up for a good discussion, and it makes up for a good storyline on Mon Mothma and why she becomes the leader she becomes, and so on. So again, small stories that sort of just fits very well in with the whole overarching Star Wars idea, in my mind. At least that's my opinion. You can agree or disagree, but I think this is great. I'm enjoying this, and as I said, this was the last one in this season 1. So I'm ready for season 2 whenever you, Disney, speed it up.
Whenever they have it, and then whenever it's going to come out, and then we're of course going to be reacting to it, and hopefully you and I are going to do that again when we get to that point. And I don't know when you might be joining me for another series or what it's going to be just yet. Like, we'll figure it out, we'll talk about it, and then we'll let you guys know. Just keep an eye on the community page here on YouTube. I put out some updates once in a while when there's something to tell. So we'll look into that, if it's going to be another Star Wars thing or maybe something history related like we've done before.
I'm mostly into Star Wars stuff or history related stuff, and we already talked about the investment niche noise. What's it called? News from the Western Front. All is good on the Western Front.
All quiet on the Western Front.
All quiet on the Western Front. Yeah, we talked about
that's
that.
What it's called. Yeah,
I mean, it's a new movie just came out. It's a story that I read in college, and so I know the story behind it and the whole idea behind it, but I haven't watched a new movie that came out. There was a movie made back in 1930, I think. 1930, I think the first movie was made, and then one in the 50s or 60s, 70s, whatever. And now there's a new one out. But the story itself is written back in late 1920s, I think.
So like right after the First World War.
Right after the First World War, yeah. And the book itself was burned by the Nazis because it's anti-war. So
Okay,
So,
got it.
but
So yeah, that's something we might get into.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at it. I've heard good things about the movie, at least.
But let's see where it goes. See how it fits in with the schedule or schedule, depending on where you're from.
Yeah, schedule. Is there anything else that we need to get into with this one? I guess we could keep on going, and we might do a little like wrap up live stream or something at some point here on the channel, and yeah, you might be a part of that if you have time for it, and it fits into the schedule once again. But yeah, I'll let you guys know, and
we'll find the time for it. And once again, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Please like, share, subscribe, join on Patreon and all that stuff. Supporting my son is always a great idea.
Yes, I think it is too. So that'll do it for this reaction and review of Andor Season 1, Episode 12, Rick's Road. Thanks again so much for watching, guys, and may the Force be with you always.
Always.